Blaming the economy is the laziest plan in finance, right? So many people want to blame, oh, if it was another time, if I only could go back to 2008 and invest all my money, it would have been great because we got all these great deals and I missed it. And there'll never be another deal. Well, the thing is, right now, we have incredible investing opportunities. In any market, there are opportunities to be able to create a better financial life for you. I was able to 25x my net worth in about 4 years. I was able to leave my corporate job, I was making over 200K a year, replacing my income with passive income. And investment income. How did I do that? Is the first thing, I made a decision. Tony Robbins has this quote, and he says, it's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. So for you, what are you going to do over the next 12 months that's actually going to be life-changing for you? First thing I would say is really get clear on what it is you want. For most people, it's about creating a plan to become financially free, right? What does that plan actually look like? What would you be doing with your time? Well, what does it take for you to be able to get there where work is optional? Maybe you want to keep working, but at least you have the choice that you don't have to work, right? So this 12-month plan, you could say, I want to develop, I want to get eventually to $10,000 of passive income or investment income a month. Well, that's great. Well, can you do that in 12 months? Potentially, if you have some resources and you kind of put it in, you can see how will that grow in this specific investment. I'm hoping to grow, $2,000 a month as this develops. I can grow that. And if I put money here and I put money in different things, I can grow cash flow over time. Now, I will say this, the landscape is continually changing in investing. What was really kind of base hits and really easy, like deals like this, apartment deals, they don't produce cash flow like they used to. I think it's a great time for real estate. It's just that they're not producing much cash flow these days, right? The things that are producing cash flow are things like oil and gas deals. They also have some amazing tax benefits as well. There's also other deals like debt funds on the real estate side. It's often to see, 10 to 15% type returns in a first position debt fund, which is pretty exceptional, right? So that depends on the duration and those kind of things, but we're seeing those type of returns. And there's other deals, there's business deals, there's other types of opportunities that allow for cash flow so that you as an investor, you have money going back in your pocket. I could just talk about cash flow all day long because cash flow is way better than a lot of money someday. Cash flow actually does several things. One, it reduces your basis in the deal right now, right? So if I get a big amount of return right away, or as I go along every single check or deposit I get, it reduces the amount of risk or basis that's still out there. And the fact that it's cash flowing typically means that it will continue to keep cash flowing, right? Which is great. It's this event that may or may not happen eventually down the road. So we have done speculative things that are longer term and we're excited about those, but you can't retire off those. You can't pay expenses with those. They happen or they don't happen. But even then, once you get this big lump sum in, what do you do with that? You have to find a place where you can invest it, where you can develop cash flow so you can live out, so you don't work down your principal. So what are your goals the next 12 months? What are the things that you're trying to accomplish this next year? And I think it's so important that you have a framework for this is what I want this year to look like. And this is how this is going to change. I'm going to increase, my income by $3,000 a month with passive cash flow. I'm going to reduce my taxes. If you're a high earner, there are certain investments that you can reduce taxable income, right? So I'm going to learn about how to do that. I'm going to get a tax strategist involved. There are people that offer free consult and they're CPAs and they're paid tax strategists, which about 98% of just normal CPAs are not tax strategists, right? So there are professionals that focus on this, helping you to minimize your tax liability, which is huge, right? So there's many, many ways to be able to do it. But really at the end of all that, if you have the money and you're reducing taxes, what is it you want to do? Maybe it's you want to take more trips. Maybe if you had the ability to retire early, maybe if you had the ability to do more things as it took some of the stress off financially, and maybe you're working too much to be able to have people, even be able to go to work or working in your business without having the pressure that you have to make it happen, right? Because you find a way to alleviate some of that by creating this passive income. So I look forward to the day, friend, when you are able to wake up and realize you don't have to work anymore. And when you do work, you're doing it because you want to, you're doing it out of contribution, you're doing it out of purpose, and not doing it out of, oh my gosh, I have to do this because this is the only thing I know how to do, because I have a family, because I've got these obligations. I'm hoping that it comes from a place from your heart that you're pursuing what God put you on this earth to do, which is to really fulfill your purpose, right? To really find a way to serve other people, to find a way to really fulfill those dreams that are in your heart. So I hope you get there. Hope that you find a way to do it. Please keep me posted. Reach out to our team. If you haven't joined our investment club, you can check out the link below. Would love to connect with you in other ways. Please reach out, comment below, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.